Hello, who is it? Hello, who is it? Hello, who is it? Hello, who is it? Don't do that. Hello.
Mic, sound,
Stop it.
laptop.
Hello, who is it? Hello, who is it? It is I, Rey Mysterio's cousin. Oh, wow. Do, 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 do. Is that on? Yes. Yes, sir. That is on. Good morning, locals pod. Welcome to the day. Welcome to the day. May there be top things on your agenda. What am I doing? I don't want this nighttime mode on. I prefer it when it's a daytime mode. How do I change it from daytime to nighttime mode? Ain't that the question of the century? Nobody knows that. Nobody knows that little question. Right, just need to set this up, please. Oh, don't think that should be there now. Dashboard, please. Please. Oh, well, that's way too small. Good morning, Songs of Saturday. Welcome to the day. Welcome to the day, everybody. All right, well, I thought I could have... I tell you what, I'll have that on there. Yes, I'll have that on there. I'll have this on here. Arrange split view. Separate views. Please. And then I'll have that on my telecom device, I think. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning, class. Has everybody had their breakfast? Has everybody had cereal today? Or not? Sorry about that if you haven't. Sorry about that. What was I going to do? God, 2 seconds in and I'm already forgetting what I'm supposed to do. That's what I was supposed to do. So I can potentially see things that are going on in real time. Okay. There we go. Isn't that lovely? Isn't that top banana? That was a fantastic banana. That can go there, if it knows what's good for it. That can go there. Ooh, it's a bit chilly. Ooh. Right. Well, as you can see, if you're looking with 2 eyes or 1 or any number between 1 and 6, pick your favourite. The to-do list for the day is... Can I do that? No. That. Over there. Yeah, that's interactive, isn't it? I need to edit some audio. Right, so what am I doing? Clear thy thoughts of mystery and woe. I need to edit audio for Mums Are Sus, which is a top new song. I need to edit the audio for a RuneScape piece, a lovely little bank-based RuneScape number. And I need to edit the audio for one called Who Kick. Those are all just audio-based editing, nothing crazy, nothing too wild, nothing, that's gonna make you go, wah. But, I thought you might like to join me on the ride, watch a bit of gorgeous editing in real time. And then maybe, either together forever, we're going to be together, we can decide which of the three... I want that to go a bit down so you can see my fists. Which of the three might be this week's bit. Or I might not make any of them into the week's bit. that's the curveball of the century. It might be a question of me just doing a bit of editing, and then I might even end up doing a Lord of the Rings bit this week or a Pokemon one this week. I've not really decided, but maybe together we can decide. So yeah, I'll do a bit of audio editing while I warm my little hands and my cockles. And then, yeah, I'll either start a bit, or here's a curveball option. I might open Game Maker Studio 2, and maybe we can try and make a game together. A very simple game. Does that sound nice? Do people think any of that sounds nice? Or do they think it sounds absolutely rank? Does that sound rank? Does that sound disgusting to you? Are you disgusted? Who's disgusted? Is anyone disgusted? Right, what's going on here? Good morning. I'm about to go to work, so I can't stay, but I wish you a good stream and some nice sausage rolls, probably. Oh, thank you very much. Hui squee. Have a lovely day. Good morning. Good midday / afternoon. Good morning. Good day. Afternoon. Okay, right. What am I doing? So I think I will edit this one first since it's open, and this I'll just rename this Who Kick. Just get rid of that advert because it's blindingly annoying. Right, move my T because otherwise spillage in the village will occur, and nobody wants that. Oh. Yeah, so it's about who to kick first. That little bit at the start, that was just me, just doing my vocal warm-ups, you know. Person murder, person murder. There's quite a lot of background noise. I wonder whether something was going on. You see? I think that second one. No, I don't want that little lip slap. Hear that? Sorry about that. There. Yes. That's exactly where it is. Bit more of a stretch. Oh, that's falling. Wish I could log in here thrice. You can log in as many times as you desire, my friend. My friend and my enemy. Good question. Not me. Let's have a bit more space in between. No, I think that's the second one. I'm not going to be doing much talking during this because, to be honest, I'm listening to myself speak as we speak. So, you know, you can't have two boys all at once. No way. Having said that, I might end up chattering, but you'll find out. Editing that bastard cough out, aren't we? That little fuckhead. Yeah, I can't remember where. No, I think I prefer this one. Yeah, kicking them while they're nice and old. It's supposed to be like kicking them while they're down, kicking while they're old. But I think nice and old works better for some reason. Cooking? You're not cooking anyone. Yeah, that's fine. You know what I mean, bro? Hello, my lord. Hello. Awake. Awake, book. Hello. None at all. Tell you what, before this, I had the worst apple. Need I say more? Is that the end of the story? Is that enough of a story? It sounds like a full story to me. Need I say more? Exactly. Yeah, I just had a not a very nice apple. Yeah, it was absolutely disappointing. It was I just bit in and it was like just a soggy nightmare, to be perfectly honest with you. Absolutely crap. And that is the end of that. No, I don't get distracted easily. No. What am I looking for? This one. I prefer that second one. I think a little bit of that, a little bit of this. And let's just leave that one as is, I reckon. Oopsie. Is that a nice old person's voice? Hello there. Hello there. Hello. Derek. Poor little Derek. And then the old person starts telling a story and they decide that they're gonna get a kick. Right. Have we made... Yeah, oh, it's a little bit too long, so I might even have to take away a few choice words. Right, let's see what's going on. I think I'm going to get rid of this bit, or at least mark it for destruction. No, I'm gonna be brutal because I want to make it nice and punchy. Punchy. That's no word of mine, sir. Oh, that. Wait, I need. I think I can get rid of that a little bit. Just kind of getting rid of some of the stuff that is maybe superfluous to requirement, if you know what I mean. And that can be a bit snappier. Because sometimes when you write a script, it feels... I don't know where I was going with that. But sometimes you just add extra words. And, you know, especially when it's 1 minute 20, which is this timestamp at the bottom, that's how long it is. Well, it was anyway before I started murdering some of the waveform. But yeah, I don't know, sometimes you just need to destroy a little bit more to make it, you know. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that, I don't believe. Let's move that to the start. And what's our final time? Ooh, it's a little bit long still, but I won't change that for now. Oh gosh, sorry about my my throat. It's still a bit sore. I'm ill this week, and between you and me, still a little bit ill. So that's another story. Quite good at anecdotes, you see. That's another one of my anecdotes. Alright, this next bit is about RuneScape banks. And the concept is, I don't know if you play RuneScape, imagine if someone that, you'll find out. God, my words just aren't coming out today, so you'll have to you can fill in the blanks with that one, I think. Yeah, it's just what happens if someone that plays RuneScape uses a regular bank. It's not that hard. Come on, Dale. Come on, Dale. You've worked your whole life for this. This is your chance to blow. Do not miss your opportunity. Right, let's see what we've got. Let's see what we've got, eh? And yes, it is Dean. Because in RuneScape, you can deposit all sorts of wacky items. That's what I was trying to say. And in real banks, you generally can't. It's cash. God, it takes me a moment to process sometimes, you know. What? That's good, isn't it? No, 3 watts. 3 watts don't make a right. I quite like that, no problem. No problem, sir. One for all the RuneScape heads. Oh no, L3. I think that one, but I don't think either of them are perfect. I think it's there. Chop it there. Get rid of that breath. Sorry about that. Appen? Do I say appen? It's meant to say apple, but you know, appen. Yep. Relate, hard relate. Doo-doo-doo. Now we're talking. Cut the gap there. No, it needs to be a bit of a gap. Sorry, sir. Just regrettably a no, sir. Come on, adverts. You can bugger off, sir. Ain't that the question? Oh, why is that waveform so huge? Do I make that a bit quieter? Because it seems to be a bit insane. Maybe a bit more of a gap to for comedic timing. Get rid of the slaps. That slaps. destroy that. Nice one, Molly. And that, as they say in Spanish, is that, I think. Yep. So let's have another little listen. Hi Dale, says Couch Gang. Hello there, Couch Gang, says Dale. Hello there, child. Hello there, dangerous one. Hello there, dangerous human. Hello there. My name is Dangerous Boy. Alright, anyway, let's listen. Oh, massive gap alert. Massive gap alert. There we go. Still a bit of a gap, which I do not envy. There we go. I say spider legs there. It's meant to be spider eggs. I'll edit that in post. Cool, and that's another one script complete. I don't know. Open this. Who took it first? A mum acting sus. So this is actually a song. I've not done a song in quite some time, but I had it stuck in my head. And I thought, why not? Why not? Incredibly big fan of your content and whatever the circumstances were that birthed this type of personality. Thank you very much. Don't know what the circumstances were. A combination of birth, age, and power. In that order. And Rankser says, hello there. Hello there. Hello there, humans. Hope you're all doing absolutely fantastically. Let's rename this into Mum's Acting Sus, because let's be honest, that's the frickin' type of song it is. Right, let's put that there. And that's just my vocal warm-up. But if anyone wants to use that for their new R&B album, they're very welcome. Bagels and tree, bagels and cheese. And chimneys. Everyone knows it.
That's really nice.
Wait, what's going on there? I heard something in the background, but I don't know why. Why is that coming out of there? Oh, I've not even got headphones set to that. How bleeding wild. What's just happened then? Oh, it's a follow from Incontinentia Buttocks. Buttocks. Thank you very much. That's ever so nice. That's ever so nice. Right, so mum's acting sus. Acting sus cause your mum looks tough. I said I'm acting sus cause your mum looks tough. It's basically a song about mum's acting someone's acting sus. And the reason? Because mum looks tough. Is that enough of an explanation? I'm so glad I stumbled across this. I didn't know you streamed, nor did I. I didn't know it until day 1 of my birth. No, it's a recent thing. It's modern. It's new. It's brand new. Yeah, it's all those things and more. It's modern, new, recent, fairly recent, soon. Yes, Brothers production, thrice indeed. Thrice indeed. Mum's acting sus. Acting sus, cause your mum looks tough. I said I'm acting sus, cause your mum looks tough. You're acting a bit sus today. Why is that? Yeah, this song does have the power to get stuck in your head. I think it's based on a real song, I think. I don't know what it is though. It's like anyone know what that is? Anybody know what that is? Because I don't. But how do I add? I just had some of these while anyone tells me, because I wanted to. Do 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 do. Oh. Do, 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 do. Sorry, I just wanted to see these for a bit, because it's nice to see them. It's lovely. I have a work colleague who watches your videos as well, and we're constantly quoting, "Nobody knows what you're on about." Nobody's meant to know. That's the secret. You're supposed to do this. Shh. If anyone asks what you're on about, you just say, "Shut up." That's good. I'm glad that you've got friends that talk with you. That's nice. And yeah, I'm glad you're both freaks of nature together. That's good. Why is that? It's because your mum looks. Why is that? It's because your mum looks really tough. Oh yeah, so she does. Looks really tough. Oh yeah, so she does. Does it sound like I'm ill in this? Really tough. Oh yeah, so she does. It sounds like I'm ill to me. And so she does. We're acting sus cause his mum looks tough. Yeah, we're acting sus cause his mum looks tough. Mum, how is it you look so tough? I don't even know whether this one's going to make it a minute, you know. I thought I might have to increase the verse. We'll see. How is it you look so tough? It's because I've been getting buffed here. Buff at the gym. Buff at the gym. Buff at the gym, sir. Oh, I see. The gym. Oh. Let's give it a bit more space and time and space and time. Buff and she. See. Mum gets buff and she looks so tough. Yeah, she gets so buff and she is so tough. Yeah, she gets so buff. Right. Mum gets buff and she. Put that there. Gets buff and she looks so tough. Yeah, she gets so. And she looks so tough. Yeah, she gets so buff and she looks so tough. What about Dad? Does he get buff at the gym? Your father? No, he just watches at the gym. Your father? No, he just watches. Your father? No, he just watches crafts. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, it does, doesn't it? That makes sense. That makes sense. Dad's not buff because he just. Yeah, that makes sense. Dad's not buff because he just loves crafts. Yeah, he watches. Just loves crafts. Yeah, he. Need to put that there. Loves crafts. Yeah, he what? Oh, that's a bit of a weird cap. Loves crafts. Yeah, he watches crafts while he. That's loud. That's loud and proud. Silence waveform. Crafts. Yeah, he watches crafts while he has his lunch. Dad, why do you lunch. Dad, why do you love Crufts so much? I just love all the little dogs and I just love all the little dogs and the team spirit. I quite like this. I just love all the little dogs and all the... I like the second bit. I want the team spirit from this bit. The team spirit. The team spirit. The little dogs and the team spirit. It's the woofs. He likes the dogs' woofs. Yep. He likes the dog's woofs. Team spirit. It's the woofs. He likes the dog's woofs. Fine, yes, it's the woofs. Fine, yes. Do 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 do. It's the woofs. Dad likes woofs. Dad likes woofs. So yes, it's the woofs. Dad likes woofs, so he watches Crufts. He loves his lunch and he loves his Crufts. So to conclude, yeah, apologies in advance for this song, because it's a stonking banger. Please say I've made it to a minute. I think I have. I have a song in mind that it reminds me of, but it's a niche Australian children's song. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, no, I think it's like a UK ska song or something, or like I don't know. I'm sure it probably exists, but I'm not really sure. Yeah, it's a Buff Mum summer. Spring. It's getting it to be a Buff Mum spring. It's Crufts spring. Buff Mum summer. I'm acting sus because Mum looks tough. Right, so I can't remember. I think I wiggled around with this bit, so let me just lock in. He loves his lunch and he loves his Crufts. So to conclude, I'm acting sus because Mum looks tough. So to conclude, I'm acting sus because Mum looks tough, and she looks tough from going to the gym and getting buff, whilst Dad sits and watches Crufts eating his lunch, which in turn feels quite sus. Which in turn feels quite sus. Which... Is that right? Watches Crufts eating his lunch, which in turn feels quite sus. So to conclude, I'm acting sus because Mum looks tough, because she's going to the gym and getting buff, whilst Dad sits and watches Crufts eating his lunch, which in turn feels quite sus. Quite sus. Is it nice that it goes high, or is it not? I don't know. I wasn't really sure what to do with the end of it. I should have just added another verse, but that boat sailed, mate. That sailed. I'm acting sus. I'll do two different variations because I need to see them out. I'm acting sus because Mum looks tough, and she looks tough from going to the gym and getting buff, whilst Dad sits and watches Crufts eating his lunch, which in turn feels quite sus. So to conclude, which in turn feels quite sus. I kind of trail off there, so that's... I'm acting sus because Mum looks tough, because she's going to the gym and getting buff, whilst Dad sits and watches Crufts eating his lunch, which in turn feels quite sus. Is it nice? Is that nice? Yeah, that's about the long and short of it. Okay, but why were you acting sus again? Is it nice? I don't know. I don't know, mate. I don't know. Here's Crufts. So to conclude, I'm acting... Maybe let's just leave it like that. It's his lunch and he loves his Crufts. So to conclude, I'm acting sus because Mum looks tough, and she looks tough from going to the gym and getting buff, whilst Dad sits and... I need to get rid of some of these little gappies. Mum looks... the gym and getting buff. Just because Mum looks tough, and she looks tough from going to the gym and getting buff, whilst Dad sits and watches Crufts eating his lunch. Yeah, that's about the long and short of it. Yeah, get rid of that. Swallow. Eating his lunch. Yeah, that's about the long and short of it. Okay, but why were you acting sus again? And then it loops. Okay, but why were you acting sus again? Why are you acting sus again? Acting sus because your mum looks tough. I said I'm acting sus because your mum looks tough. You're acting a bit sus today. Why is that? It's because your mum looks really tough. Oh yeah, so she does. We're acting sus because his mum looks tough. Yeah, we're acting sus because his mum looks tough. Mum, how is it you look so tough? It's because I've been getting buffed here. Buff at the gym. Oh, I see. Mum gets buff and she looks so tough. Yeah, she gets so buff and she looks so tough. What about Dad? Does he get buff at the gym? Your father? No, he just watches crafts. Yeah, that makes sense. Dad's not... Your father? That can get closed in. Jim, your father? No, he just watches crafts. Yeah, that makes sense. Dad? That can get closed in too. No, he just watches crafts. Yeah, that makes sense. Dad's not buff because he just loves crafts. Yeah, he watches crafts while he has his lunch. Dad, why do you love crafts so much? I just love all the little dogs and the team spirit. It's the woofs. He likes the dogs woofs. Fine, yes, it's the woofs. Dad likes woofs, so he watches crafts. He loves his lunch and he loves his crafts. So to conclude, I'm acting sus because Mum looks tough, and she looks tough from going to the gym and getting buff, whilst Dad sits and watches crafts eating his lunch. Yeah, that's about the long and short of it. Okay, but why were you acting sus again? And that, again, is that. What do you call a centipede made of rocks? Rockella. Is that right? Rockella, is that the answer? It's Rockella, isn't it? Is it Rockella? It's Rockella, isn't it? Okay, well that is that's the first 3 things on the to-do list completed. So I don't actually need to tick them off, but let's get rid of that. And as you can see, here's where I made the to-do list. I'm not going to update it on screen, but watch this. Way. Now we're talking. So, we've come to something of an impasse. We've come to something of an impasse. And this is someone coming to an impasse. Yep, this is impasse Ian. And he's got a baggy belt. Go away with it. That's baggy Ian with his impasse. He's impractical as he is tall. He's impractical Ian. He's tall. He's multiplying. So yeah, this is a visual representation of where we are at now. We've got Ian, basically, and he represents, he represents most things. He represents what I am not, and that's worth a lot, and that's why Ian is here for me. Okay, so he is asking us a question. He is asking the question to everybody out there. What happens next? He says this. He says it loud, and he says it proud. He says, "What next?" Okay, right. I've got a few. Thing is, I do want to start a bit next. In real speak, I do want to do a bit, but, and it's a big but. I don't really want to do subtitles now. Call me a beast if you want to. Call me a 4-legged reptile with 1,000 friends if you want. If you must. If you have to call me that, you can. I won't get offended. Call me that. Call me what you need to. Call me Ryan Gosling, his crazy little brother, if you need to. If you feel the need to, I'll accept that. Where am I going with this? Yeah, but the thing is, as I say, I don't really want to I don't want to go through what we've just listened to and do the subtitles. Because, one, I think it's a little bit boring for you to watch, probably, maybe, I don't know. Two, I think I'd rather just do something a bit more freestyle. I was thinking we could try and make a game together, which, you know, it sounds rock and or roll, does it not? I think it does, so it probably is. I was thinking that, but then again, I think because it's been a while since I've made any games, I think there'd be a lot of me just going, I can't remember how to, what's the code for if I click on them and they've got to do something. You know, I mean, there's a certain amount of fun to be had during that. You know, there's a certain amount of joy, a certain amount of, camaraderie. You know, there's a certain amount of wha-ha, you know. But do we really all want to be sat watching me go, what was the code for that? I don't know. Tell you what I will do real fast is I'll show you Game Maker. Yeah, so that's where I'm at. I don't know whether I don't want to do the bits necessarily unless people really want to see me do some subtitles, in which case have at it. Tell me now, tell me in a week, tell me what you need, because this, yes it's my stream, but also it's your stream, it's our stream, it's everybody's stream. And yeah, I get a bit distracted when I'm just doing just pure subtitles. If it's kind of me just going, you know. So maybe we do something different. Maybe, because I quite liked drawing Ian. What if we made Ian into a main character? And we just gave him some nice tasks. Maybe we wrote a script for him together. I don't know. Maybe that's something. Maybe we've got a theme. Maybe I ask for a theme, and you all go, do this. Buff Mum Summer. What do you call this? A sedimentaripede. Not bad. Not fantastic. But third option. Sedimentaripede. Third option, draw sedimentaripede. Yes, exactly, sedimentaripede. So yeah, I mean, it could be absolute Ian's mythical holiday, you know. Anybody got any lovely thoughts on that? Tell you what, I'm just gonna make Ian. Just real quick, I'm just going to make Ian into a object. Oh yeah, I made it so these pop-ups appear. Because before, whenever I come... Oh, wait. No, does this one not pop up? 2 seconds, let me just do some technical things. Just real... Oh, it is coming up. Wicked. Because yeah, these little boxes... never before seen live in Seattle. And by that I mean I couldn't get them to work before. So now you actually see, like when I'll show you. I'll show you. Well, let me just do this. So I'll call this one Ian. Yeah. So now I've made an object for Ian. So before he was just flat out shapes. You know, you can move the shapes, whereas I want him to be an object. So like all the information within him is nestled. I'll call this one Ian pointing actually, because he's pointing. It's all nestled in this object, which you can then further edit. Then you can go into it, and then you can, you know, draw into it and stuff. That's the truth of it. There we go. Oh, bless me. Mild hiccup. Tell me what you want, what you really, really want. So yeah, does any of that sound any good? How does Ian feel about being objectified? Ian feels absolutely bloody fantastic about it. Like, we had a chat before the stream, and Ian was like, listen, Dale. If you could just objectify me a little bit during the stream, that would just be absolutely brilliant. And I was like, Ian, are you sure? Are you sure? And he was like, yeah, honestly, no worries, mate. No worries at all. It's perfect for me. It's perfect for me, he said. And I was like, okay. And then we went our separate ways. Okay, so I'll call this layer nothing, because that can just get destroyed. Oh, I see what that is. Tell you what, don't care. Tell you what, I'm gonna be modern and add a new scene, and I'll call this one to do. I'm making this in I should have made a new folder, but it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. And let's put Ian here. Okay, so far, all we've got is gorgeous Ian. Let's duplicate Ian because we want a nice neutral pose for Ian, because you don't come out of the womb pointing unless you frickin' do. In which case, brilliant. You know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? Ian, buddy, loves it. It makes him feel seen. It does. Like, listen, Ian's the kind of guy that just bloody loves it. You know, look at him. He is freaking sick. So tell you what, let's be a bit more organised for once in my bleeding life. Let's call this layer body of Ian. The of Ian's irrelevant. That's more for my own humour. Let's call this one smile, because this is where his mouth is. This is where his money is, and his money is where his mouth is. Okay. I'm just going to call this layer Ian. So, what we've got so far, to summarise, we've got Ian. Okay, moving swiftly on. Anybody know what Ian should be doing today? Anybody want to hazard a guess as to what Ian might be thinking about today? Saying? Where is Ian? Where's Ian? What's the... Ian eats money. And he invented his own martial... Okay, right, I'm going to make a layer for ideas /law. Okay. Because these are fantastic, and then I can just have them on screen. Invented martial arts. Yeah, I'm putting that down. That's not. It's not. That's not how you spell Marshall. Well, it's Marshall Mathers. I was wondering why I was thinking about Shady. It's supposed to say own martial arts, but maybe he invented all martial arts. I don't know. That's kind of something we need to figure out. Ian eats money. Is that a background? Is that like background lore, or is that a plot? Is that an episode plot, or is that just kind of something he does? I don't know. Eats money. He's not alone in that. We all do that. We all lick coins. He mustn't be told of the mint. Of course not. He'd go freaking nuts. Saving the world from capitalism. That's maybe his passive quest. But maybe a bit too big for Ian's day one. You know? About eating all the money. Ian teaches life drawing. Diet. So that his job, or maybe life drawing. We'll just put a question mark next to that. Sorry. The philosophy of porridge. Exactly. That's what I was thinking too. I'll just put porridge. Okay, so far we know a lot about Ian. Okay, what do we know about him? He eats money. Okay, right. Okay. What have we got? How do I go from there? What have you even said? I was expecting really easy things like Ian goes to the shop, Ian goes to pick up the kids, that sort of thing. Okay, here's a nice question. Where is Ian right now? What is the background? Proper loves educating Yorkshire. What, the TV programme? Or that is kind of just what he likes to do? Or both? Super Nanny fan fiction. Yeah, Super Nanny Joe Frost. Is it the supermarket? Oh, I do like supermarket. That is nice. That's nice and simple. Did he once watch a How It's Made about chocolate coins being made and think that's all money is? I don't know. You'll have to ask him. But probably, yeah. Yeah, I like the supermarket. I like it. So let's put background supermarket. And I'm going to get a reference picture. It's in Leeds. It's a supermarket in Leeds, says Songs of Saturday. Yes. Now we're getting somewhere. I'm going to get a picture of a supermarket because... Oh, not maps. I don't need a maps of how to get to a supermarket. That's because I already know. You just go. I think it's probably kind of in the vegetable aisle. That's kind of... When I picture a supermarket, I picture the vegetable aisle. Plus, they're a little bit nicer to draw. I need to go get a glass of water in a second. Because my voice sounds like it's got 1,000 apples in it. Yeah, maybe something like that. It's just reference anyway. Let's be honest. I don't think I'll use it for anything other than just mild reference. Let's call this one. I was going to call it rough and then do it again. But what's the point? Let's just do it. Let's just go straight in. Let's go straight bleeding in. So that's got some pieces. This is just a nice little... It's a nice shelf. It's a lovely little shelf. Yeah, this is where they keep the fresh produce. Yep. So yeah, it's just a nice... I don't know. It's... I won't say it's a Morrison's. I just won't. Is it a Morrison's? Can't say. Won't say. Can't say. Impossible to say. But it's implied. Oh, it's implied, yes. Is it? I wonder what he's up to in the supermarket. Well, I don't know how that physically works, this bit, but well, it does. Well, I guess he can only be 2 stacks high because he couldn't reach all the way to the top, could he? No, he couldn't. And let's just put some, I don't know, apples. Oh, why would I choose apples? So many apples that can fit in there. Why would I choose the smallest thing known to... Why would I choose the smallest thing known to man? Why would I just choose the smallest... Literally the smallest thing that ever existed is an apple. Especially after my apples story. Which... I'd tell the apple story again, but it's quite long. Yeah. Okay, well this one is just watermelons because they're nice and big. So I don't know how this is really going to work in real terms. But we'll just see. Kind of wanted to see what it'd be like to try and make something together, so it's a bit more interactive and a bit more like, more than just watching me do stuff. I mean, I might end up flitting back to do some subtitles in a bit, because you know, it is Monday. I do need to do some work, but I want to have a good time. So those are carrots, by the way. Here we've got a marrow. That's just a nice marrow. What we got? Buys all the sausage and beans. Yeah, I'm sure he does. Ah, hello, Jollof Raids. Hello. Thank you very much. To the goat. God bless you, man. Keep making greatness. Oh, thanks very much. That's very kind. I hope you're having a very lovely day. Will he only buy triangular food? I don't know. Ian? We'll have to ask Ian on that one, because I don't know. You know that Ian loves yellow squash. Yeah, I had my suspicions. They are popular fruit, so it can all be sold out. The plot you don't have to draw. Then plot, and you don't. Yeah, exactly. Good point. Okay, what's this? Tomatoes? Yeah, it's just tomatoes. Acting sus, cause your mum looks tough. I said I'm acting sus, cause your mum looks tough. All the time. Yep, those are some nice tomatoes. Fresh. Those are the freshest tomatoes I've literally ever seen in my life. Okay, what's here? Just kind of... I think it's a child. Yeah, it's just a child. Isn't it? There's kind of only one thing to really say about that. It's a child. It's a fully grown adult. It's a fully grown adult child. What's this one? Broccolis? Yeah, it's broccolis. It's Broccoli Liam Neeson and his hidden agenda. Is that good? Is that something? There's something with... I think there's something to Broccoli Liam Neeson, to be perfectly honest. I think that deserves something. I don't know. An award? Okay, what's the final one? Probably more circles. I don't know what kind, but maybe it's oranges. The second smallest thing known to man. I'm going to have to go get a piece of water in a second. Yep. That's good. Okay, so far, so good. Let's call that shelves. And then I think we're at liberty to discuss duplicating that, aren't we? No one's going to be offended if I duplicate it. I don't tend to duplicate things, but you know, it's a supermarket. In fact, I don't. I know. Call that one shells. Just make. Excuse me, why has that gone like that? Excuse me, why has that gone like that? What kind of witchcraft's going on here then? Something. Excuse me, why has that gone like that? Okay, turns out witchcraft does exist. And there's no going round. There's no two ways about that. Okay, whatever, don't care. So that's just some big signs. I don't know what the sign's going to say just yet, but you know, it might say something along the lines of probably something like veg, something like that. I don't know. I'll change that in a bit. We'll find out. Okay. So it looks exactly. Does that look exactly like that? Let's get rid of that sign. So that's the only bit that needs to be really detailed, and the back can just be like nondescript aisles. I think. Because it already looks kind of, if anything, too realistic. Yeah. Does it go that way as well? I don't know, I've never seen aisles before in my bleeding life, apparently. Yeah. And they're fine being empty, I think. Oh, excusez-moi. Excusez-moi, garçon. Right, yeah. Ooh. I can't speak. Poyo. How goes the animation? What's this animation about? A pen brush, I see. All very true. What's this animation about? Honestly, not sure yet. Not sure. I mean, the conclusion? Not sure. This is Ian. I'm trying something new. I'm trying to let's see if we can make an animation together. I've never done anything like this before in my entire life. So far, all we've got... Oh, wait, 2 seconds. Publish settings, advanced, include hidden layers, off, please. Okay, no, there we go. So far, we've got Ian. That's kind of it. And in a supermarket. People have decided they invented martial arts. He eats money. Something about live drawing and something about porridge. Okay, so since we've got pretty much a full-fledged story, let's see, what can we do with that? Okay, so we know he's at the supermarket. I think the sign needs to say supermarket. Yeah, it's not room for anything other than the supermarket. Okay, right. So just spitballing here. Well, let's move this down here. No, let's leave it up there. So he eats money. So what if he walks around the supermarket? Yeah, he walks around the supermarket. He bumps into someone. Not bumps, but just like walks up to someone. Walks up to diff people. He asks them where whatever produce he's looking for is, where's the carrots, and then when they start to reply, it cuts to him eating some money. So think like, hello sir, where are your carrots? Oh, they're over there. And then they say like, oh, why are you doing that? Does that make sense? When they start to tell him, cuts to him eating money. Is this a strong idea? Some may say it's the strongest idea I've ever come up with the power of friendship. Some may say that. People often do. Decided to hop in because I'm also on an animation myself. Nice. You new to drawing, or would you consider yourself I'll let you decide whether I'm new to drawing. Let's just say it's not my first drawing, although you'd be forgiven for thinking it's my first ever drawing in my entire life. But no, I'm not new to drawing. I just can't do it. what's going on here? And the still life painting. Okay, yeah, I forgot about the still life painting. He looks to fruit to create. So it's okay. Okay. So maybe it's either it cuts to him eating money each time. So it's kind of like, excuse me, why's this happened? Oh, like this is a shot of, this is a storyboard, by the way. It shoots to them talking, and then it's him just eating money. Can you see what that is? It's someone going, you know what I mean? But maybe it's not that each time. I mean, it can be eating money, then the second one can be him just drawing still life. Cuts to him just quickly drawing an orange or whatever. And then the third one, something about porridge. Did someone say something about porridge? Scrap the still life. What, you think it's better if it's well, I don't know. I mean, because it's either flitting between. It's just someone. Ian just likes eating money, and maybe that is the whole point of it. It's episode 1 of Ian's Mysterious Adventures. Ian proper loves money, and I'm thinking, I think you're right. I think it's nice to have the law, and maybe there's always going to be somewhere life drawing can pop up, but maybe for this kind of back and forth, maybe you're right. It is just nice that it's just eating a bit of money each time, and that's kind of the whole point is him just eating money. It's not a strong point, it's not a point well made, but it is a point. But I wonder, okay, so if we're extrapolating this to Ian making a feature length, if Ian becomes feature length, and we becomes a recurring, we want to do the mild adventures of wacky Ian, do we need this? I see this as being episode kind of 2. It starts, as all good stories start, in his bedroom. Do we agree? It all starts in his bedroom, and he's just like, fiddling with plugs. Like, he's just fiddling with plugs. That sort of thing. And he's just like, I'm bored. I need to go to the supermarket. I'm going to have to put the E on the T on the end. In fact, no. It's just going to have to say something else. Nothing for now. Still, stop getting distracted. Okay, so episode 1 would be his bedroom. It's not something we need to really worry about right now, because let's be honest, Ian was born about 20 minutes ago, and yes, obviously he's going to be a global phenomenon, but right now we're just doing Ian in the supermarket, and we don't even know how to do that. We're struggling to even bloody figure out signs. We don't even know much. We don't know much, do we? Save the vegetables, just to eat money. Exactly. It's just cheaper that way, isn't it? It's cheap, and it's not nasty. It's cheap. Oh God, what have I done? Still think of the child on the shelf should be supermarket. Oh, what, you reckon that's supermarket? Okay. Well, it is. How will we know that supermarket? We'll just need to keep that between ourselves. Okay, right. I do need to go get some water, so I'll just do a massive B Right. Back. Okay, and then maybe I'll draw some more backgrounds. Yeah, because I don't really know how to... Because what I'd usually do is write the script and then, you know, figure out the other bits afterwards. So maybe we could storyboard with the script on here. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I'll leave that up for now. Right, I will be right back because I need to get some liquid. So I'm going to just destroy this for a second because I don't want you to be able to watch me leave. Be right back. Hello, who is it? Oh, it's just me. It's just I. Let me just tuck in my socks for extra comfort and warmth. Oh, ooh, create a storyboard, I see. Yeah, rarely do I actually storyboard because I just kind of do it within Animate and that seems to work fine, but I think I'm going to try something new today. Have you considered what kind of money? I'm thinking coins. It's coins. Just a nice, pile of coins. Travelling the world to eat all kinds of money. I mean, yeah, maybe that's the... He goes on holiday. What does he need? Money. Maybe, money is just... Eating money is just his obsession today. Maybe next week. Flotillas. Staircases. I don't know. I don't really know. So I could say fresh. Supermarkets like naming things weird. That sounds quite normal, doesn't it? That's the kind of thing that would put there. Fresh. Is that not? That seems normal. So anyway, I was casually walking down the train tracks, and the end. That would be a very fast story. Also, hello there. I ate money instead of food. I died. The end. These are the very morose storylines. I'm thinking he just kind of goes and then has a lovely day. I was thinking he has a lovely, I don't know, like just a lovely day. But does different currency taste different? Good question. Probably. Yeah. This is his wish to find out. Yeah, find out the tastiest coin. He loves to crunch on the pennies. He bloody does. He absolutely bloody does. Right, back in the room. So I can get rid of this because I am actually back. Could get rid of the be right because I'm back. Could change it to Backstreet Boys because why not? And then I'll destroy it. Nice. Okay, okie dokie. Well, I'm going to change the name of this file because it's no longer... Oh god, you can see my thing. That doesn't seem logical. Hopefully that's not compromising. I mean, it doesn't seem like it would be. I guess you get to see the other files and how unorganised it is. It's pretty unorganised. Okay, I'll call this one Ian at shop. Cool, that's all you need to know. It's just Ian at the shop. Okay, let's put this onto a separate thing. Yeah, okay, so what else? They have like... Let's embellish this, shall we? Let's embellish this. So they usually have like a kind of bit here. Like an island, don't they? Yeah, which usually sells like hot cross buns, for example. Or like just kind of... Well, this one... okay, this one sells Perskins. Yeah. This one sells Perskins. What's a Perskin? Not telling you. Literally not telling you. Because I'm not allowed to. And this... Okay. What does that mean? I can't tell you either. It's just Shrevis. It's just the kind of thing they sell, isn't it? It's just Shrevis mainly. It's mainly just a bit of Shrevis. Okay. On here, we've got boxes, because this is a shelf. And yes, they're in height ascending order. In fact, no, that's not how shelves work. They have like... all items are the same for a bit, isn't it? And then they'll have like their competitor who's slightly smaller and weaker. And then they'll have the circular version. See, I've been to supermarket. I've shopped. I think that much is becoming painfully clear to everyone. That I have indeed shopped. Have I shopped till I've dropped? Yes. Yes, I have. He shops, he drops, he scores and more. He shops, he drops and he scores the door. So this one can be triangles. What are they selling here? I don't know. Mosh? Product? Which usually means illegal, but in this case it's just product. That's selling that bit. I should probably go to a supermarket today, shouldn't I, to really go look at how they're doing it. You know, because I know how I do it. This is jars, by the way. This one's jars. What else do they have on shelves? Bike pumps? I'm pretty sure they sell bike pumps. Probably candelabras. Yeah. Seems pretty legit to me. Wait, I just need to... 2 seconds, I just need to do something real fast. What was I going to do? That's what I was going to do. Just wanted to share this just in case anybody wanted to get along on the internet. Just in the name of being fair and social and nice, really. I guess I'll share a picture of a tree. Making with the help of making an animation with the crew. Would you describe yourself as the crew? Are you the crew? It certainly feels like you might be the crew. No, I wanted to say something like getting the community involved in making, no, you know, that sort of thing, like, oh, he's wittering on. Spices gives money better flavour. Making a community-led animation if you want to get involved. Perfect. Simple. Also, what is this tree? It's about Ian. It's about Ian. That's kind of a nice name for a title, isn't it? It's about Ian. I guess it's a bit like about a boy, or it's about Ian. Ah, stop. Good. Right, and he's back. He's back in the room. I do apologise. Pop that there. Right, let's do some nice shelves. So I guess what this is like. Crisps? Doesn't look like crisps to me, but it could be. And this is rectangle. This is kind of... This is just circular motions. This is literature. Yeah, that's literature mainly. Yeah, that's nice. Oh, and this is just a sausage. That's good. Okay, so we've got some... Oh, this is looking good. This adds a bit of embellishment to this in the way of rivets. Okay. Maybe it's actually shrevels. Like shrevel long bottom, maybe. I don't know. Who knows? I know I don't sometimes know often. But sometimes I know exactly. Okay, right, so this one, let's close the gap between rich and poor real fast. Embellish these shelves with everything needed. Okay, so we're probably going to need to draw Ian's second friend. And you know what? Usually I would be I'd be adding a little layer that kind of does that, which is the kind of portrait story format kind of guide. But I'm not really feeling that today. I'm thinking we go rogue. If it happens to work for Instagram afterwards, then cool. But I'm not gonna try it. I'm not gonna try and make it work. Okay, so we've got a layer for Ian. We've got a layer for friends. Okay, so we've got someone here. And this person is... They're just looking at the products. So they've got one arm here with a bag. And they've got a sort of, I don't know, product in their hand, I suppose. I'd probably describe it as... But I suppose I want them to be facing this way. I don't know what this person's name is. Letitia, I suppose. Put that on a separate layer because that's the mouth. Oh, I quite liked what was going on there. Let's see if that looks nice. Yeah. Do you think that's nice? Feels like something. Feels like something. So we've got Letitia, who's just there, kind of, just minding their own business. Yeah, just minding their own business. Ian comes into shot, and he's like, "Hello, do you know where this something is? Not really sure. We'll figure that out at a later date." Hello there. What's Ian's voice like? Hello there. Something like that. Maybe. Okay, so far so good. So let's make an object for Ian walking, I'm thinking. Just a nice little bit of Ian walking. Do you think he slides like his legs like that? I don't know. It would be nice if you add the product's name as diabetes 1, diabetes 2. But these are vegetables. they're vegetables. They're good, like the broccolis. Might there be a Shirley shelf stack? There could be. Maybe there are people littered around. I don't know. The vegetables, having witnessed Ian eating money from a shelf... Sorry, I'm trying to read, but my eyes aren't working. From a self-preservation standpoint, tried to convince him to spread the word about eating money to the world. Could be. So far, it's just him eating coins. Any more than that, I'll probably get overwhelmed and freak out. I feel like there needs to be something here to kind of close the shot. Maybe a top of a shelf. Maybe some top shelf products. Yeah, probably some nice top shelf products. Yeah, just a nice bit of top shelf products, I think. Some jars, some cereal boxes. Because there's only 3. Because there needs to ever be 3. Any more than that, it's considered ill manners. Yeah, that's kind of nice, isn't it? I suppose we can have some... What's this layer? More shelves. I'll just call that shelves too. Don't really need all these on separate layers, to be perfectly honest with myself. Suppose we can always embellish it later. Yes, okay. Okie dokie dokie. What was I going to do? I was going to have Ian walking, wasn't I? Okay, so we've got 2 ways we can walk. Well, we can do full walk cycle, but you know, I ain't going to do that. Everyone knows that that's too complex for me. So it's either one leg up, the other leg up, or is it sliding along? And I think I'm going to try slide along. It's not my favourite type of walking, but my God, it's effective. Okay, so what we've done there is make some extra frames, select these, make it outwards, and draw the new ones in. It might be too subtle. Well, we can always go back and make it more pronounced if it is. Seems like walking to me. So let's just loop that. Would he be walking like that? Probably, yeah. Makes you wonder, doesn't it, why I didn't do that in the first place. Of course he'd be doing that. Literally, of course his hands would be making crab noises. I guess I'll need to record some like supermarket sounds. Michael Wesley to aisle 4. Maybe I'll do that in a second. Get those arms, get them copied, but also get them not copied. And by that I mean, oh, is this going to look like his flesh is splitting? Doesn't matter. Don't mind at all. Okay, okie dokie. Let's call this scene Shrevels. I don't know, 7 seconds. See, this is the thing. Usually I'd have some audio and a script and stuff to guide me along my merry way. But I ain't got that. All I've got is Ian's guiding force. And that's kind of all I really need, actually, now that I've said it out loud. Okay, so how long will it take him to walk into shot? I'm thinking 3 seconds flat, because he's fast. So let's get him out of shot. Let's add a classic tween. Is that nice? That's nice, isn't it? So then it can be Ian normal. So, but what I am going to do here is make Letitia looking at veg, because I want her before to be just looking at the veg. How do I do this? Tell you what, I'm going to make a new layer and an onion skin, because it's kind of, I want it to look exactly real. And if it doesn't look real, I will scream. You know what I mean? You know, can you see what I'm doing? Would the mouth still be there? No. No, sir, it wouldn't. Or maybe it would. Maybe it'd be more like this. Okay, so up until the point he arrives, or a bit closer maybe. So maybe like there. At that point, Letitia looks to the right. No, I think it's over here, isn't it? Okay, well, we need some audio, and I think it's going to be something along the lines of, can Michael Pelkington please report to aisle 7? Something like that, I don't know. Again, I'm not going to script it because I don't want to today. I don't really want to. Let's just do some recording. Can you even see that? Does it matter? Do you want to be able to see Ableton? Do you want to see that? It's not really a whole lot to see. Maybe it's better if you didn't see that. 1's in chat if you want to see it. 2's in chat if you absolutely don't and you prefer to just see Ableton. But there's no right or wrong. Okay, let's just sort of say, can Michael Brell please report to the aisle 6, please, for sacred duties? Something like that. Or there are now deals. There are some deals on, everybody. Can Keith Alex please report to? Can Michael West please report to aisle 6? So that's all you need, really. So, Keith Alex please report to? Can Michael West please? Yeah, I'll use that. It doesn't really matter. Can Michael West please report to aisle 6? It's just kind of flavour background. Can Michael West? But I kind of want it to have a bit of a Ian supermarket, let's call that. I kind of want it to have a bit of a tannoy effect, so I'm going to add an EQ3 and remove the lows. This is a kind of a lazy way of doing it, I don't know. Can Michael West please report to? You know what I mean? So, you see what I'm trying? See that effect that I'm trying to do? Can Michael West please? I think my fans are stirring something crazy, so you can hear the sort of static background, which isn't ideal, but maybe that's kind of like part of the crackling of the tannoy. Can Michael West please report to? Where's the EQ3 gone? Can Michael West please report to aisle 6? Aisle 6. Can Michael West please report to aisle 6? Can Michael West please report to aisle 6? You know, just a bit of flavour. A bit of something. It's entertaining, is it? I didn't know if it was or not. I didn't know whether this was boring as sin. But so thank you. That's good. What's going on here? Right. There's a lot of chat, which I love. Absolutely love. I'm just really bad at multitasking. So I do apologise. I apologise with 1,000 pieces of my soul. But one, I've never done anything like this. So it's really, really hard to keep track of. So if I'm not ignoring anyone, if anything, you're ignoring me. No, I do apologise. Okay, can Michael West please? Let's call this entire layer. Does that make sense? I babble. He babbles. That can close. And then I'm probably going to have to write a script. Tell you what, we'll just let's make a new one called Ian Supermarket. Let's call it Tannoy. And then a layer called audio. I think I'm going to be even more organised. Call this one audio effects with FX, spelled FX. And this one audio speech, voice. I don't know. Okay, right. Is this making sense? And if anyone's got any questions as to what on earth is going on, please report to the principal's office and he will destroy you. You know what I'm trying to say there? Ka-ding. Can Michael West please report to aisle 6? Does it make it look like Ian is Michael West? Because he's not. Can Michael West please report to aisle 6? Okay, right. Where can I write a script so you can see it? I mean, I can do it in here, I suppose. I'll try it. I'll try everything once. Try literally everything once. I don't know. Is it logical? Oh wait, bloody hell! I'm so sorry. I've not minimised Ableton. Well, the grand reveal is here. Speech thrice. Yes. Do supermarkets in the UK play horrible music? No, we kind of like Radio Asda 6 and stuff like that just plays kind of chart toppers. I use Notepad for everything. No, yeah, you're right. Notepad might actually be the way forward. I was going to just make it, just try and do it on here. So then as like just as a word layer. Because then otherwise I might just do exactly what I just did and keep on having the wrong thing open. That's what I was trying to say. But okay, well, you've not actually let me just, here we go. Can Michael West please report to aisle 6? Aisle 6. Okay, so at this point I think I'm going to have Letitia start sliding her leg. You may ask why. You may ask why. Will I tell you? Absolutely not. But you can sure as heck ask whatever you want. You can ask whatever you want. And that's just the beauty of life, really. You can ask what you want. Yeah, exactly. Michael West, please report to aisle 6. But does it make it look like it's them speaking? I think it needs to be over here at very least. Aisle 6. Maybe I shouldn't be adding crazy bits so soon, but he's fine. It's fine. Okay, right, script. Where was I? Sorry, distraction of the nation. Hello, Mom. Hello there, madam. Hello there, madam. You know where the vegetables are, please? Okay. I'm going to need that to be a little bit smaller. A little bit smaller. A little bit wiser. Thanks for making me. Hello there. Alright, I also need that to be left aligned. Justify it to the left, please, sir. Hello there, madam. Do you know where the vegetables are, please? Yeah, of course. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, no problem, sir, though. They're right in front of you. In my hand. Yeah, no problem, sir. They're right in front of you in my hand. And then it needs to cut to him eating coins. Yeah, no problem, sir. They're just right. They're right here. Right. Let's think how that would feel. Hello there, madam. Hello there, madam. Do you know where the vegetables are kept? Maybe the vegetables are kept. Yeah, no problem, sir. They're right. Yeah, no problem, sir. They're just over. They're just in. They're just over here. Just over here, because she needs to reply to something that's quite normal. Like, she needs to be the normal one, and he's the freak that's eating coins. Cuts to eating coins. Well, I don't think that was necessary. Well, I don't think that was necessary. Okay, so far we've got that. Is that a good script? I did not realise how much effort went into making one animation. To be honest, this is not how I would use. This isn't my usual process. I'm kind of doing things a bit backwards, a bit crazy. Am I making it look laborious? Probably. They're usually a lot more streamlined, but I kind of wanted to do something a little bit different today because it's Christmas. No, well, I don't think that's necessary. Not necessary. I'll be the judge of that. I'll be the judge of that. What a strange little man. Okay. You know, it's nothing crazy. And then he can be kind of making crab noises as he goes out. Yeah. Right, okay. I'm not going to maximise Ableton so you can see it because, to be honest, do you want to be able to see Ableton? Right. Do you want to be able to see Ableton? Tell me now. Or would you prefer I just kept it secret and safe so you only see Animate? Which would you prefer? Shall I do a poll? Shall I do a poll? Shall I do a poll? I'm gonna do a poll. How do I do a poll? Can I do that? Oh. Start a poll. Keep it safe, keep it secret. So I'll just quickly do this. You wanna see Ableton or nah? Yes, I love seeing it. No, I hate it so much. Alright. Consider the poll commenced. You have small amount of time. You love seeing it. So one person loves seeing it. Someone hates it. We've got some haters. We've got some lovers. We've got some lovers. We've got some haters. Okay. It's 3 votes. For now, the yeses have it. You're seeing Ableton. Okay, I'll try remember to what? Okay, let's hit record and let's record some of this script. Hello there, madam. Hello there, madam. Do you know where the vegetables are kept? Yeah, no problem, sir. They're just over here. Then it cuts to coin noises. Well, I don't think that was necessary. Well, I don't think that was necessary. Not necessary at all. I'll be the judge of that. What a strange little man. No, what crab noises? I don't know. Kind of like Zoidberg. I don't like those noises. Yeah, that'll do. That's a wrap. That's wrapped. And let's record some of this script. Hello there, madam. Hello there, madam. Oh, I'm so sorry for this background fuzz. It's those fans. It's because I've got so many things going on at the same time. Hello there, madam. Do you know where the vegetables are kept? Yeah, no. Vegetables are kept. Yeah, no problem, sir. They're just over here. And it cuts to coin noises. Just over here. Just over here. And then over here. Sorry for those that don't like coin noises. But this video's full of them. Well, I don't think that was necessary. Well, I don't think that was necessary. Not necessary at all. Well, I don't think that was necessary. Not necessary at all. I'll be the judge of that. What a strange little man. Judge of that. What a strange little man. Strange little man. No, what crab noises? I don't know. Kind of like Zoidberg. I kind of like that first one if I'm 100% honest. I don't like those noises. Yeah, that'll do. I don't like those noises. Okay, so far we've got one absolute script. For this first bit, supermarket, Letitia. Okie dokie. Let's add it to here. We can get rid of the script. Oh, before I forget, get rid of Ableton. There we go. Michael West, please report to aisle 6. Hello there, madam. I think. So I'm just changing the timing. So he arrives. Michael West, please report to aisle 6. Hello there, madam. Report to aisle 6. Hello there, madam. He either needs to be faster or slower, and I can't quite figure it out. Report to aisle 6. Hello there, madam. Do you know? I think that's good. And I think she needs to not go crazy with her legs just yet. Report to aisle 6. Hello there, madam. Do you know where the... Okay. I'm starting to think maybe I do need the mouths on a separate layer. I think it gets messy if I don't. I think so. So, in which case... Ian, you and your crazy little mouth. I suppose when he's doing crab noises, he can have it, but when he's just in solitary confinement, his smile speaks 1,000 words. So let's make that into a mouth. Ian, please. And I don't need to destroy that, I can just put it there. So let's put it there. Oops, done a bit of mouth shift. Okay. And then mouth Letitia. Put that there. Kind of can't see. I'm gonna tell you what, for now the background can go at 20% opacity so I can actually see myself thinking. Yeah. Can Michael West please report to aisle 6? Hello there, madam. Do you reckon... I think she moves ahead too fast, actually. And I don't mean too fast, like... I just mean, like, she needs to do it there. I think it's when... Because she has no inkling that he's coming to talk to us. Please report to aisle 6. Hello there, madam. Yeah, that's nice. Like, hello there, madam. Does that make sense? Right, let's take a second to figure out what's going on. I just want to say, your animations always make my day happier. I'm sorry you don't get to be more popular on YouTube, but I hope you never stop and I wish you the best. Thank you very much. Well, that's all I really need, to be honest. I'm happy to be making your day better. That's nice to hear. And yeah, I don't know, maybe one day. But until then, I'll just keep on making stuff and see what happens. That's all I really can do. Something mildly interesting to fill at the time, craving some metal, sometimes called metalophagia, or coins are often linked to severe nutritional deficiencies, particularly in iron and zinc. Oh, well, there's a bit of flavour text for you. A bit of background knowledge for everyone. Sorry, I just realised I'm going to have to do mouths. I'm going to do mouths for friends. Because they're on the same... Usually I have it just one person per... on the frame at once. Whereas today I've got two people at the same time. So I think I need a separate layer for each person's mouth. Mouths, friends. So what have I got there? Where's Ian's mouth gone? Ian, where's your bastard mouth gone? Ian, where's your mouth gone? Ian, where's your mouth gone? Getting jiggy with a mouth. What? Getting jiggy with your mouth. Ian, nice one. Ian, your mouth is all that I talk about. All that I need to talk about. Yeah, because I even positioned it. We talked about mouth shift and everything. I had an anecdote about mouths. Why is that bothering me? There we go. Why is that bothering me, sir? There could be an episode where Ian goes to school and just tries to talk to the teachers and he starts slapping them on the head. Could be. Okay, well, let's do the mouths for now. Well, let's make this the length of the audio. Yes, cool. Now we'll set up something vaguely similar to what I'd usually have going on. We got there in the end, sure. Did it take long? Yes. How long? Too long. How long's too long? Not long enough. How long's not long enough? 14 hours. How long did it take? 14 days. You know, what is he on about? Doesn't matter. But this is vaguely what I'd have. So, to recap, just for my... Where the hell is it? Oh, he's there. I thought I bloody lost him for a second. We've got... This is kind of just for my own benefit because I am lost. We've got a layer for ideas and lore. Good, which we've minimised because that's secret. We've got a layer for script, which we've minimised because we've already recorded that section, and that is fine. We've got the mouths for the friends. We've got the friends layer. We've got mouths for Ian. I'm going to put that mouths for Ian. I'm going to call that mouths for Ian just so I'm exactly, you know. We've got Ian on his own separate layer because Ian rocks. We've got audio for speech. We've got audio effects, aka stuff like the tannoy, maybe vegetable noises, maybe. Oh, might be kind of nice if there's just vegetable noises, and by that I mean just kind of like supermarket sounds. There used to be a nice website where you'd get supermarket sounds, etc. It's called like freesupermarketsounds.net or something, and by that I just mean, you know, you used to be able to get royalty free songs. It's called like free music library or something like that. But you know, why complicate when we've got stuff like tannoy? Do you really need it? I don't know. If anyone wants to find me a supermarket sound on free music library, whatever it's called, and link it in chat, have at it. Have at it, baby. Is that what they do? Tell you what, I've noticed that there's a gap there, and it's, I won't say it's making me freaking crazy, but you know, it will make me bleed eternally for a day and an hour and a day. Can Michael West please report to aisle 6? Hello there, madam. Do you know where the vegetables are kept? Okay, right, let's do these. Let's get rid of these. Get into these mouths. Hello there, madam. And I've not even added speech because I don't know whether I will. Do you know where the vegetables are kept? So what I'm doing here is deleting all the parts in this speech where they're speaking. I'm deleting the mouths where they're speaking because I'm going to replace that with speaking mouths. I really have a way with words sometimes, don't I? Yeah, madam, do you know where the vegetables are kept? Yeah. Yeah, no problem. So this person's mouth layer is there. Tell you what, I'm going to put the mouth layers next to each other so they're friends. Yeah, no problem. So they're just over here. So that can get destroyed. Yeah. Oh, okay, so then let it. So this is where it cuts to him eating curds and whey. Just over here. Well, I don't think that was necessary. So that's when it cuts to, you know what I mean? I think that makes sense. Here. Yeah, no problem, sir. They're just over here. Well, I don't think that was necessary. So that's her saying that. So, mouths of the friends of Ian. Destroy. Not necessary at all. Not necessary. Not necessary at all. Do. At all. I'll be the judge of that. What a strange little man. What a strange little. What a strange little man. And then Ian. Okay, so that's when Ian walks like a crab again. And I think probably like that. Okay. We're going to have to put the background into 2 layers, foreground and background. Oh, and the mouth. Oh. That's fine. We actually need to have a separate version of him crab walking. I think where it's his mouth's making all sorts of movements. Strange little man. I don't like that. I don't like those noises. Good. Right, let's add the actual speaking. Where are my assets? Down here. Oh yeah. Hello there, madam. Do you know? Hello there, madam. Do you know where? Hello there, madam. Do you know where the vegetables are kept? Yeah, no problem. Sorry, just concentrating real hard. Madam, do you know where the vegetables are kept? Hello there, madam. Do you know where the Do you know where the vegetables are kept? Yeah, no problem, sir. They're just over here. Yeah, no problem, sir. They're just over here. Something weird happens there. Yeah, no problem, sir. They're just over here. Well, I don't think that was necessary. Not necessary at all. I'll be the judge of that. What a strange little man. Okay, let's duplicate the crab walking of Ian. Let's need to get rid of this tween because you can't edit when the tween's there. Ian walking and talking. So what I'm going to do here is, instead of his smile, his lovely little smile, make a new layer, and it's just going to be talking. It's the same. It's just the talking. So then when he moves, which he's not doing there because it's a different one, it just looks like he's talking. Simply put, it's absolutely bleeding simple. I like the kissing. Where's the kissing? Just in general? Just little man. I don't like those noises. Doo-doo. Right. So now let's do Letitia's talking mouths. Let's lock the background layer. Oopsie. Oopsie. Hers is a bit smaller. Needs to fit in this little... something like that. Yeah, no problem, sir. They're just over here. No, it needs to be a bit angled and a bit down there. Yeah, no problem, sir. They're just over here. And fill in the gaps. Cool. Can Michael West please report to aisle 6? Hello there, madam. Do you know where the vegetables are kept? Yeah, no problem, sir. They're just over here. Well, I don't think that was necessary. Not necessary at all. I'll be the judge of that. What a strange little man. I don't like those noises. You know, is that good? Is that legit? Do we think that's powerful? Do we think that's a powerful piece of cinematography? I'm inclined to think, ooh, I know what might feel nice after this. It's something I've never done before. But, you know, there's always... I just want to play something crazy with Ian. So it's kind of like I want him to be slap bang in the middle. Kind of like walking at the camera. And then I'll call it Ian walking at camera. I'm bringing all sorts of crazy techniques today. Since when have I been learning techniques? So it's kind of like that. He's doing that, marching at you. You know? Oh, but the only problem is I don't know what size that'll do. What size the brush is, I was going to say. But it works enough for it to not feel too sus. Has he got swords for hands? He doesn't have swords for hands. What is this? What is this? Does that look like that? Are we thinking it's good? Okay. If it looks like he's dancing, that's on you guys. That's your fault, not mine. No, no, it's not just like that. It's like that, I think. Piss. Oh, 1,000 islands of piss. This is quite hard. That'll have to do. $1,000 reptiles worth of arms. You what? Now, do we think this is going to look really epic? Yeah, that's something, but it wouldn't be. It's something, but it's not everything. It needs to be going up and down. You know? And then for the background, walking at you. I don't know, perspective, maybe just a bit of perspective. No, I don't know. I don't know how to work out how it'd look. Maybe something like that. I don't know. Would it be more like that? Not sure. All I know is it doesn't bother me that it's wrong. But I tell you what I will do. I'll link them up and then I'll give it some kind of, let's give it a horizon line. That's usually what's true. So then it's kind of like he's walking around the shop. Okay, he can be going slower than that. It's not a race meet. And then what? So that the background needs to zoom in. Is that right? As you go closer, there's only one way to find out. To try it and find out. Why's the edit point there? So that's either perfect or exactly the... Ooh, what? The bleeding 1,000 dragons of danger and wonder has happened there. What's happened? I don't know. I need to change where the anchor point is. Why is it not letting me? How weird. I tell you what, I can just... No, I can't do that with camera because Ian needs to stay the same. Never change, Ian. Never change. Tell you what, let's try it like that. It's not quite right, but I think we're onto something. No, that's him walking backwards, which is kind of funny, but it's not what I want to do. Okay, so it needs to get smaller. Gotcha. Gotcha. Let's add onion skin so I can actually see where it used to be. Right, let's see how that feels. Yeah, okay, but now when I've transformed it, you can see these bits. So, I need to extend them. God, it's like he's actually at a supermarket. I don't like those noises. Okay, so there, I think he needs to be saying something like, I'm Ian and I really like coins. So, that's exactly what I'm going to try and do. I'm Ian and I really like coins. Let's just give it another go. My name's Ian and I really like coins. I'm Ian and I really like coins. See, between them we've got the perfect take. I always say just do it once and try not do it twice. Twice is second the worst. I'm Ian and I really like coins. My name's Ian and I really like coins. That's fine. I'm Ian and I really like coins. I think I like that one. Coins. Yeah, that's nice. Ian zoom, I'll call that. Let's see what's going on right about now. Friendly mouth layers, lovely. I like the kissing. Yeah, we never got to the bottom of that one. What do you mean? What do you mean? Greetings, thrice. Hello there. Hello. Hi. Can you draw a hedgehog thrice, please? Maybe one day. Maybe. I will get very confused if I have to start. I mean, maybe a hedgehog can feature somewhere. We'll have to find out soon enough. The techniques were bestowed upon thee by the mere presence of Ian. I know, yeah. Ian just kind of whispered to me. He was like, "Try this, brother," and I was like, "Thank you, Ian Beale." Does Ian have any relation to Mr. Hawke? I've not seen his family tree. I'm going to say probably. I don't know who Mr. Hawke is. What, Ethan Hawke? Or what kind of Hawke are we talking? Which Hawke are we talking? That's the question on everybody's lips. Making a community-led animation. Right. Oh, so the end of the poll, 12 votes. Yeah, most people did like to see Ableton, in which case, good, because I just shared it, and now it's back in the room. Okie dokie. Right. So, what we need here is on the speech layer, we're going for the Ian Supermarket Zoom audio. I don't know why that error always comes up. If anyone wants to Google it and tell me how to fix it, be my guest. My name's Ian and I really... I don't like those noises. My name's Ian. Okay. So, either it needs to cut faster, like this. My name's Ian and I really like coins. Yeah, that's good. So I guess we need to draw him eating coins, but we'll do that in a minute. So there's mouths for Ian. Oh, that's a tiny. That's a very small. It's a very small mouth, Ian. Oh. Okay. Just realised I'm going to have to... That's fine. That actually doesn't matter at all. Sorry, I've not even said any words. And I just assumed that people understand what I'm talking about. You see the problem? Before I explain it, see if you know what the problem was. The problem was, my dear child, is that he bobs up and down, and if, you know, his mouth stays in the same place. Simply put, it's a travesty. My name's Ian and I really like coins. So what we need to do is go into this layer. Excuse me, that's the biggest mouth I've literally ever seen in my entire life. Just cut that in two for there, for the bobbing up. There we go. My name's Ian and I really like coins. Kid Michael. Oops. Just try that one. I like coins. Good. Good. So what have we got so far? Kid Michael West, please report to aisle 6. Hello there, madam. Do you know where the vegetables are kept? Yeah, no problem, sir. They're just over here. Well, I don't think that was necessary. Not necessary at all. I'll be the judge of that. What a strange little man. I don't like those noises. My name's Ian and I really like coins. Kid Michael. Okay. Is that good? Yeah. Okay, Ian eating coins. This moment had to come at some point. Ian eats coins. Let's add a reference layer. Just so we know what Ian looks like. Let's do him sideways because that's exactly... So what does it look like when you hold coins? Something like that. Okay, right, so far we've got a really nice bit of hand. And then, yes, okay, now we're talking. Because we've got the coins, you see. You need at least 4 fingers for it to qualify as realistic, maybe even about 6. That can go off shot. I think maybe like down here for now. I'm just going to call that arm. And this one, Ian's head. Okay, this is where things get tough. You need to draw Ian's head. So it needs to look exactly like what Ian looks like. So I think he's kind of got sort of hair there. No, he doesn't have eyelashes. Does that look exactly like Ian? Hard to know, really. Is the arm a bit big? Does that matter? Tell you what, let's just... I mean, it's not exactly... It's not wrong. What is that? What is that? Ian, what have you done? Oh, I know why it doesn't look right. It's because his hair's not long enough. As soon as you add a bit more length to those lovely little hairs. Now we're cooking. And I think the eyes are just not mischievous enough. Okay, yeah, that's fine. So Ian's head, let's make it so he's munching on the coins. Now, are we calling that open or are we calling that closed? I think that's the closed version. Let's see how that feels here. I think it needs to be... I think that needs to be closed. Yep. Think on the spot, daily boy. You will find the answers which you seek. Heat-seeking truths. You're coming in with some right nice truth bombs today, Dale. Yeah, there we go. That's lovely. Here. But let's start it on open. Here. Here. And let's stop it there. So let's go to that. Looping. Stop. Yeah. Well, I don't think that was necessary. Not necessary at all. I'll be the judge of that. What a strange little man. I don't like those noises. My name's Ian and I really like coins. Can Michael West please report to aisle 6? Hello there, madam. Do you know where the vegetables are kept? Yeah, no problem, sir. They're just over here. Well, I don't think that was necessary. Oh, I don't think you should be doing... Yeah. Well, I don't think that was necessary. Not necessary at all. I'll be the judge of that. What a strange little man. I don't like those noises. My name's Ian and I really like coins. Okay, well, that, you know, that's scene 1 complete. To think, a mere some amount of time ago, we had absolutely nothing. And together we made Ian. We gave him a backstory, which is something along the lines of his martial arts, he eats money, something about life drawing and porridge. We made a concept. He walks around the supermarket, walks up to different people, asks them where X is, and when they start to tell him, he cuts to him eating money. Yes, it's powerful. Yes, it's powerful stuff. And we did that together. So, what are we all thinking? That's really cool. Probably. I just want to check what time it is. What time is it? It is 2 o'clock. Well, I think that's probably where I'm going to call it for just this moment. But I want to say thank you very much indeed for joining me along for the first adventure of Nonchalant Ian and his madness. I might even be on later, to be honest, because I might do a bit of work. Have some discussion. I'll either carry on this, or I'll do a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Not really sure, but yeah, I'm gonna go get something to eat so I don't waste away like a little hobbit boy. But yeah, have a lovely time forever and a day, and I'll see you again soon. So farewell, dear hobbit boys. Crabs, forever and a day. Stop.